Hello everyone, and oh god, my mic's quite loud. Let's turn this down a bit. Hello everyone, and welcome to the BMSC Main Event 2017. I've got a commentator. Let's celebrate. We're going to do the game. We're going to start round one between Bob Violett and Piotr Andronowski, and your commentator will be Calum Edwards.
Hello.
So I hope he treats you guys nice, and yeah, we're going to get on with it. So I'll see you at the end of the game.
Okay, it's Calum Edwards here, fresh back from the World Championships, and I can see, I've just seen the first rack, but I'm waiting now. Yeah, so Bob Violett has a rack of SAGFONI. So, okay, a bit nervous. It's the first time I've done this, but I'm looking at that rack. I don't see a bonus there at the moment. I might use Ziziva to help me out with this. No, it doesn't look to me like that's a bonus rack, but I can check to make sure. And fog is down. I'm going to have to speed up what I'm doing here because I've missed that. Okay, looking at Piotr's rack, he would need an E or an I for something like bromelin. I can't see anything at present. Something like mob across the top of fog, making OF and BO might be reasonable. Keeping LRN blank. No. Okay, so that is a good start from Piotr. Yeah, I think there's a challenge there on Nombril. And waiting for a result of that. It's going to come back good and on with the game. So just having a little bit of trouble keeping up with the racks at the moment, but I'm sure I'll get up to speed on it. Yeah, I can see Bob's rack now. IANSULI. Can't see the board at present, but okay. I would be hoping to get rid of the U and the I here, really. There doesn't seem to be any scoring opportunity to do so. Possibly something. Okay, so something like Sunny looks scory here, but I wouldn't fancy using the S. Yeah, it's looking a difficult one, this. Yeah, a lot of time being taken by Bob here on this move, and I don't blame him because I can't see a decent play myself. Sonny from 8A scores, as long as I'm getting that right, and Sonny is the move by the look of it. Okay. Okay, so we've got some options on Quackle now. Une for 18 would be the best move from 8B. Uni for 13, that's a decent second play, especially holding the S. Okay, so that's a play of Uni from Bob, holding the S. Piotr doesn't have an S, so he can't take that spot. Bob's new rack looks like he should be able to score something using the W or the B, using that sunny spot. Piotr's got a tricky one. QAT would be good. Can't see a spot for QAT. I'm wondering about a change. I'm wondering about maybe change QAE, leaving a strong rack. Yeah, Piotr has that cushion at the moment. He won't. I don't think he'll like that sunny spot remaining open. But I think a change here. And Quackle is suggesting that change AEQ is probably best. A play of AE, keeping AEQ RT. I don't quite like that because that Q could be very awkward. That would be a play of AE at 6E, it's suggesting. Okay, a lot of talk going into this move. It looks like exchange free is the play. Changing that AQE, so that would be the optimal move from what Quackle suggests. Okay, Bob's right now. He would be looking, if possible, to get a high scoring tile on that double letter square. I'm not sure that he can. Something like slow or slob, probably slow would be slightly preferable. That would score 33. I think Piotr has a bonus on his rack. I think Create is okay without an H. I think he's okay with an H as well, as an 8. So Create on Piotr's rack. Bob is looking presumably to use that uni hook. And I'm hearing the rattling of tiles, so a play may have been made. It's Bow. Bow has been played for. Bow has been played for 18. Didn't see Swab, which would have been the best to play. Bob's kept a good rack there though, and he now has a rack that would make Iliads were there to be a D. I'm not seeing anything else there. He probably Sealy would be good next turn from Bob. But looking at Piotr's rack, Create plays on the end of Lob, and also on the end of Bow, making Bower. And it looks like the play is Create on the end of Lob, making Low. And that also has the double effect. Although it's a lower scoring play, it has the other effect of taking out that sunny lane to some extent. It pretty much neutralises the hook on the front of Uni. It looks like Piotr's drawn a blank here. He's a couple of S's as well. So Piotr's getting on for 100 ahead. He looks to be in a strong position here. Don't see anything bonusy on Bob's rack really, other than if there'd been a D there. I'd probably myself be looking to play YE or YAE. I'm looking for a spot for those. AYE is the move that's been played. Yeah, that keeps a reasonably strong rack for Bob. Piotr's rack, he looks pretty strong. There's probably too many good letters on that rack, really. I'm going to use this sheet on this one. Yeah, number of bonus plays there. Askians, Cassina, Istanas, Paysans, Salinas, Sankays, and Sanyasi. Oh, that in there is actually a 10-point play through the ONC, which would be Santonicas. That's according to what I can see on Quackle on my screen. That would be a brilliant play. I think Nigel Richards would be playing that one. But it only scores one more point than something like Sanyasi or Sankays. Both of those words, Sanyasi, Sankays, I knew, but I used Quackle, I used Ziziver to look them up because I'm feeling the pressure as well as these two are probably, and that's the key to this, being able to spot the words under pressure. I would like to think if I was playing, I'd get that Sanyasi or Sankays or Istanas or Askians. Paysans is probably the easiest of those. But it's spotting it when you need to spot it. And Paysan's has gone down by the look of it. So Bob now has the cue that Piotr discarded. And there are spots to play a QI move. Doesn't score very much, but that Q is going to hamper Bob there. And Piotr has some clunky tiles coming out, but if I was in Piotr's position here, sort of 140 clear, I wouldn't mind seeing things like the K, the H, the P coming up on my rack, because I would be looking to score heavily with those if I could. HORK and making SH down at the bottom right might be an option. It opens the 9 timer, but it's a good score, and a 9 timer for a K is not too likely, but it might be the only way that Piotr could lose the game. But in the meantime, it's Bob's turn. And it looks like QIN is going down. Oh, QIN is going down for 12. There was a possibility of QIS for 27, but not taken. Bob decides to hold the S. Conventional wisdom seems to be that an S is worth an extra 10 points on your rack. And Bob could have got an extra 15 points by playing the S there. We're looking at Piotr's move now. Piotr seems to be playing for 42, maybe. Oh no. Piotr has played Freak, PHREAK, for 52. I didn't know that one. Just got a brief glimpse of Bob's rack. It was 3 E's LISD. I'd probably be looking for something seed with that, but I can't see anything. It's quite a blocked board now. Iddies for 40 looks best. I think Dealey's is going down, which is wrong. There doesn't appear to be a 7 from this rack. And Dealey's has been challenged off. So I mean, I think Bob was probably reaching the point. I reached this point in the game yesterday where I felt I wanted to go for something to try and get back in the game, and had it challenged off. Bob's done the same here. Sometimes when you're that far behind and you have an idea of something in your head, at this stage when you're so far behind, it might be worth trying something. Generally speaking, though, playing a phony is not the way to go. But at this stage, it might have been worth a try. There is Dealey, DEELY, but it cannot be pluralized, and I'm not quite clear why that is. From memory, it's something that you wear on your head. Dealey boppers rings a bell. I don't quite know where I've got that definition from. Checking Ziziva, Dealey boppers, a hairband with 2 bobbing antennae like projections. That is what dealie is, but for some reason you can't have dealies. Anyway, back to what's actually happening now. Piotr doesn't have a bonus play this time. He's got a lot of vowels. He's played kata. Bob still has this frustrating dealies rack. No bonus through the T. All the A's that Piotr has provided. I wouldn't have expected Piotr to give him a move. And Piotr's racks are more interesting than Bob's at the moment. Bob's not having a lot of luck here. Piotr's rack looks like the sort of rack that's going to make eights. Having consulted Ziziva, not with the floaters on the board. Helotism is possible, lost some mentals, but not with the floaters are on the board. Bob's taking some time here. Plays lead. Important to remember with lead that it's the past tense of Leeds. You can't have Leeds as in the city of Leeds. So no S would go on that. Bob's rack looks a little bit better now, but we're looking at Piotr. He's a long way ahead. Something like Mooney and Mo for 30 would be reasonably enough. I mean, at this stage, he's scoring pretty heavily. He just needs to keep going. Something like Ohm, 1, 5, 8, 10, 40, 46 for Ohm. I make it if my maths is right. 36, sorry, 36 for Ohm, or Moth for 36. Moths for 44 using the S, but I mean, I think if I was, Holm has gone down, HOLM, which I played myself the other day. And Bob's still struggling with his rack a little bit. I can't see anything with that at the moment on this board. It would need to be an 8. And in fact, no 8. Having looked it up, no 8 with that rack, no 7. OYE goes down, 25 points, reasonable score, but Bob's too far back. Piotr doesn't seem to have bonus by the look of it. Ivy'd for 39 is the play. Looks a decent score. Bob has Steva, Sievert, Restiv, and a couple of others. Veriest, Rack. I'm looking for something that plays. I'm thinking there must be something down to that D. There's Verdites through, oh, Divester. No, that's no good. Verdites would have played through the D, which would not have been a very big score. Divester would have scored more points had it been good. So Piotr's now holding JIFTUST. Fuji plays for 29. I mean, that 29 at this point would be a reasonable play. It just gets rid of two tricky tiles. It gets rid of the F and the J, and then Piotr has a bonusy rack again. It's quite possible he could build up quite a bit of spread in this game. I shouldn't think Piotr is thinking about blocking Verdites at this point. Bob has missed it once. It doesn't score heavily enough to get Bob back in the game. Piotr might be thinking about just trying to maximise his own spread. And Fuji leaving SIT. Sorry, Fuji leaving STT. Not quite such a good lead. But it's a reasonable score. There's also a spot where Fuji plays for 22 from M5, keeping the eye. And that might be better. Quackle seems to think Fuji for 29 is the best play. Fitz is the best score for 37. That's Fitz with 2 T's. Quite a long time going into this move. Looking at the simulations, everything is 100% win now. Every play is 100% win. For Piotr, it looks like Jute has gone down. Yeah, I'm not. That might have been to block Verdites. Maybe Piotr's now protecting the spread that he's got. So Bob has this rack of STIERVE, 5 sevens. I can't see a place for any of the sevens to play. And Bob plays Verb for 18. It just opens the board up a little bit. Keeps reasonable tiles for himself. he's probably just thinking about a consolation bonus at this point. He's looking to create another spot on the board where a bonus can play. He's got tiles that are good. He's picked some nice tiles. 1-7 Tinders. Sintered plays through the E on the board. Trendies. Looks like Trendies also plays. In the meantime, Piotr has this rack of the rack's changing in front of me, so I'm looking to see what that. Oh yeah, Piotr's played. Yeah. Piotr's played fit for 29. Just a moment before I could see that. And yes, Bob has bonuses here. Bob should be able to play a bonus here, just get a little bit of spread back. They're not especially high scoring plays. They're sort of face value bonuses through the E. He's not even getting on any premium square at all, not even a double letter. He would just be playing a face value bonus through the E. Yep, Trendies for 59, Inserted, which I hadn't seen, for 59, and Sintered, which was the first one I mentioned. And it looks like Inserted has been played for 59. Piotr now has a terrible rack for the first time. 7 consonants, might even be worth a change here. He's so far ahead. Change 6 and leave the trouble in the bag for your opponent. I can't see a very high scoring play at present. Having a look around, I might change 6 and keep the S, and put a lot of trouble in the bag for Bob. Having said that, Bob has vowels at the moment. Gnawn is the play, Gnawn for 9. And I'm not seeing a bonus for Bob here. With his rack, 5 vowels and not a good combination of vowels. And Piotr's rack looks to have sorted itself out a little bit. I'm wondering about something like Rogue for Bob, just to get some points. It doesn't score massively. And it's a bad leave as well. But at this stage, take 21 points. Can't see anything down to the J ending in O or A at present. Possibly something like Meow into the bottom corner for 18 is better for the rack. Difficult to see it's difficult to see a spot for a bonus at this stage. Erugo for 33 appears to be the top play. Yep, that does play down to the J, making JO. MOUE is the play, so that's Meow, but with the vowels turned around, leaving Rage on the rack. And I wonder if Bob is feeling any rage at this point. Pixie, Pixie, looks a decent move for Piotr. It does open up possibilities, but I think for the amount of points, he's not going to be hurt by a bonus at this stage. He may as well play his best scoring move, and Pixie is the play for 45. Yeah, Bob's still got the possibility of Urugo. Might just be his best play at this point. Does leave one in the bag, so oh no, it does not leave one in the bag. Piotr's on his last rack. He's got 6 tiles. So the unseen, from Bob's point of view, is obviously the 6 tiles that are on Piotr's rack. SCALZD. Urugo stops a ZAS play for 33. I think Urugo is probably the play here, leaving AI and play out next time. Oh, Guiro for 30 is the best play here. Values A. The value of AE as a leave is being valued better than AI. There must be a place where AE plays for a decent amount of points to make it better than AI. TAE and making AW and EN, and Jessica is also pointing out by waving the cursor that the AE plays in the bottom corner for 24, making FA and lie, far and lie. So that is why Guiro taking 3 points less than Urugo is a preferable play. Handy to know those 5s. I would find, I mean, I didn't spot Guiro, but I would find Guiro ordinarily an easier spot than Urugo. But those little 5-letter words like that are worth knowing, especially Guiro. It gets rid of some really awkward tiles. Bob has played Ag into the bottom corner, taking some points, leaving himself Owry, which at the moment plays on the end of P. You could play Pori, I think. Just going to check that. Pori, I think, is IE. There's Poris as a bonus, Supia Poris. Those are 2 bonuses from those tiles. Yeah, Pori IE is fine. In fact, I don't think it's good with a Y. No, it's not. That's Rupee. So Pori at the moment plays. I wouldn't be surprised if Piotr blocks that, but Owry plays as well, down from L2, and is a better scorer than Pori, in fact. So Bob's left himself 2 outplays there. I think it's difficult to block both, and it looks like Piotr's going for a hook on the front of Ocreate, Co-Create, and Kaz. So Piotr's 493, Bob 256. Good start for Piotr. And Bob's going to have to recover from this one. 237 spread. I make that. My maths is if my maths is any good. And Bob's got that Owry outplay for 11. Pori would only score 9. I think Bob's just having a look around, see if he can find anything better. I'm not seeing anything. It might be possible that he could score more by blocking the eye, but I don't think so. If he blocks the eye, I'm looking to see if Piotr's got 2 outplays. Okay. It's apparently Bob has tried to play Erdy through the making XU. He was about to do that. He was going to play that, but then realised that of course IR is no good. And Bob has now played Evo, and Piotr is going to play out, I think. Going for the screen, and yeah, Bob has played. Piotr has played out with Dals, I believe, winning the game with 511. Okay. Yep. So end of game. So 511 to 269, according to Quackle. According to Jessica, it's 511 to 269. So yeah. Okay. So the correct scores are 511 269. I was just checking that in case of because I know that Quackle uses the doubles what's remaining on the opponent's rack rather than adding and subtracting, which is the UK way of doing it. So 511 to 269 are the correct final scores. Okay.
I need to open up SNAS to change that time to the next game, but wow guys, I seem to be attracting blowouts. I'm like the blowout queen or something. Like every single game seems to be a blowout of some kind. Poor players, poor people, really. Yeah, it's just one of those games, and days, and weekends, and tournaments. But yeah, I'll find out who we have next. Let me just change this snaz timer to actually show when the next game. Actually, pick a time that loads later than the current time. Oh dear. That doesn't work. There we go. I've just put in. I don't know when the next round is going to start. I think we've started around 20 minutes late, actually. So I'm just going to change that again. And I'm going to see who we've got next. And then I'll do some fancy stuff. But yeah, Piotr didn't know Santonicas. I mean, can you really blame him?
Not particularly, no. Yeah, I think that's a move that I think I could name one player in the world who would definitely see that.
He even described it as a Nigel move.
Yes, yeah, I think that's what most people would say. I didn't know the word personally. I'm not a studier of tens.
I don't intend on knowing that word either. But now that you seem to be back live, because my mic is on, I'm gonna find out who we've got next.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna shoot off, see if we can find out who's gonna be up next, and I'll leave you guys on the enhanced scoreboard, and I'll be back when they're back.